PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock Restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222, extension 199, and book your next event today.
YouTube is good.
The Big Game Party is back in the Paddock Restaurant on February 8th with a $45 all-you-can-eat buffet. Beer bucket specials with over 140 HD TVs and 3 huge screens. This is how the big game was meant to be. For more information, go to pbkennelclub.com.
It's 10 o'clock.
On a dot.
I'm in my drop top. And
Oh
we're
my
here.
God.
He said he was going to sing it.
I'm not going to sing that, but it's 10 o'clock, and that means it's PBKC Picks time. We're right here at the Palm Beach Kennel Club in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've got a lot to talk about today. Not only the big game is set, we have some coaching changes. We also have to talk about Daddy Bill Belichick. We have some NBA to talk about, NHL to talk about. We have a full show for you. And the first thing we're going to talk about is who we are. I'm Mike Jameson.
You are.
That's Earnest Christian.
Hi.
He does. He made up the word frisky. He also does quite a few podcasts.
Yeah, you should coin that phrase and lock it in so you
Already
could have
did.
T-shirts that say frisky.
Already did?
Yeah, well, you better check
Really?
with
What
the
did the cat food
Yeah.
company say? And right behind me, he's one of our assistant general managers. That is Noah Carbone. He also runs the poker room.
So we had
here.
a late scratch, I understand, or we might
I
have a
don't
late
know.
scratch, game time decision. Like
We're not sure yet.
Okay,
We're
well-
not sure
well,
yet.
All best wishes to our
But we have
our
a
team leader.
We have a chair open.
Yeah.
So
if you could get down here right now,
yeah.
you could have this chair.
Yeah,
whoever it
anybody-
is.
anybody?
roll in.
First come, first serve.
Yeah,
I
get
wouldn't-
that guy who won the poll. Get that.
I
get
wouldn't
him.
Give me your
say
best
that.
take.
There's
Yeah.
people in the building that would love to be on this show.
Well,
Your
I
best
don't know if
take.
we should say that
God
right
knows
now.
who's going to show up.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's talk about one of the things got coming up. We know the teams now for the big game, and there's no better place to watch it and enjoy it than right here at PBKC in the
Darn right.
Paddock. It's the big game party, February 8th.
gonna
It
be
starts
lit.
at 5. It's going to be lit.
Lit, right?
It's going to be on
That was
Swole.
retired
We're
from
going to
years
use
ago.
all these old expressions.
Fire. It's going to be fire.
It's going to be fire. There's not going to be one, but it's
No.
going to be fire. And that's at the big game party, February 8th. We're going to open that up at 5 o'clock. We get a bucket of beer free with a $25 or more bet placed day of at PBKC.
So you got a choice. You could go to there's the local chain. We won't get into that. And you got a choice to go there without a $25 all-inclusive, and you're buying all the stuff or whatever. And it is absolutely jam-packed, like stuffed in there where you can't even breathe.
Not even fun.
Or you could come to the big game party over here where you have your own little area, you have your own little TV, you have all these things, you have these gigantic and the sound and everything, and it's like a who's who. It's like a high-end Super Bowl party.
It's a classy
like,
Super Bowl
classy is
party.
the word we're looking for. Like
It's
next
classy.
level. This isn't like your typical bar Super
No,
Bowl party.
it's not.
This is like this is where the cool people go. That's where
Exactly.
the cool people
Better
go.
than
If
Frisky.
we're not
James
go-
Bond wanted to watch the big game, he'd come to the
Forget
Paddock.
fluffies. You're not going over to fluffies and
No.
going to deal with and the crowds and jam and waiting outside or whatever. Come over to Paddock. You roll in. You park. It's right there. You go down.
Valet parking, too.
They're not having that at Fluffies.
No,
So yeah, just
they're
roll
not.
in here. It's gonna be awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a $45 all-you-can-eat buffet. We saw the lineup for the
love that.
buffet. That's a huge lineup
No, wait,
for that,
$45, right?
You can't beat it.
And you stuff your face, and yeah, it's just unbelievable. And it's not typical
Like
bar food.
No,
like,
it's not
It's
gross
yeah.
stuff.
There's like
It's
a chef
good.
over there, and he cooks stuff.
A real chef,
Yeah.
an award-winning
Like
chef.
a chef. Well, he wins awards. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. There's prime rib.
Our producers talking about the prime rib
Yeah,
that
and
we're
it's
going to
a
have.
good prime rib. It's not
Yeah,
like the
Bro,
prime
I'm
rib.
still fasting, man. I'm hungry now.
It's actual prime rib that like a restaurant serves.
Yeah,
like
chicken
it's not like when you go
prime
to
rib.
Now I'm starving.
Snuffies where you get a prime rib and it comes out and it's like the
boy.
French fries or what. Nah.
And now I'm starving. There you go. Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's going to be a great time.
That's awesome.
We know the
Carving
teams,
station? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, we're just going to be
There's
a
like a
carving
guy
station
carving?
there. You know who's probably going to be carving?
You.
Wayne.
Wayne. Yeah.
Or me.
I
Maybe.
guarantee
You
you're
too?
not-
Yeah, I'll be wearing.
I'm going to
I'll wear
bet that this
gloves.
is one of a couple Super Bowl parties or big game party, if you will, that will have a carving station.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
I'm going to wear a hairnet
I-
on my beard,
yeah.
and I'm going to be carving.
Speaking of beard,
Terribly,
you shaped up
too.
today, buddy.
That's
let's
none
go.
of your business.
All right, he's speeding us along. I would talk about the big game party the whole time, but the producer's waving
but
us on.
Jake's
So, all right,
already waving
let's
us
do
on.
a show.
Let's get
Do a
into
show.
the NFL news
Okay.
now. Again, the big game party is February 8th. Go to our website,
Stop talking about it. Look, he's-
bbkennelclub.com.
look at his face.
Okay, the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks have now punched their tickets to Super Bowl 60, which takes place in Santa Clara, California.
Listen, I have one question for Ernest here.
Okay, what's the question?
Is this a must-win? Like we got to have this one? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now
Thank
we
you.
only have 2 on the show.
So we'll get to that in a minute, and he'll let us know the must-win game in the NFL this week, what it is, or if there's one. Yeah,
It's
or the
gonna
game
be
of
a
the week.
big game.
Maybe he'll let us know what the game of the week is also.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's a possibility.
Yeah,
I
all
hope
right.
he does.
Absolutely.
So the early odds
terrible.
on the big game, the Super Bowl,
Okay, let's hear
that's
it.
going to start at 6:30 on February 8th. You already know where you're going to watch it and enjoy it. The Seahawks are favored by 4.5 in that game. The over/under is 45.5. Right now, Seattle Seahawks is sitting at minus 230. The New England Patriots at plus 185. Do you see any value in those?
I see value right now. I've had a trend right now. I would see the value in betting Seattle to cover right now. I think that spread might actually increase to probably 6 for kickoff. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Yes?
Yes. I think there's a possibility it'll go to 6 for kickoff.
Yeah,
Okay.
right now,
So if you
4.5.
if you like Seattle, take them now while you can.
Yeah.
Because they are red hot.
Okay, so Earnest is saying take them at minus 230.
Yeah, it's not time for the picks yet, but whatever.
Well, we're not even going to pick that game because
That's next week.
It's a while away.
Yeah, we got to set the tone for. All right, is this the most mediocre or least storyline Super Bowl in history of Super Bowls? Like it's got to be.
If you look at it from a perspective of like right now in the moment,
Yeah.
yes.
You're digging deep to come
It's
up with
historical, right?
You're digging deep to come up with stories. Like I'm starting to look and like you look at first you start with the players in the game, right? And you come up with stories. All right, so you have May, little story, second year guy,
Nice,
or whatever.
good. He seems
You
like a
have-
good dude.
You have Darnold over there who's botched big games before.
not
and you
seeing
have
ghosts
him.
now.
Maybe throw Diggs in there a little bit because he's a character.
First-year coach.
Yeah, but
Former Patriot.
Okay, somebody like the other players
That
on
works.
Seattle. Maybe you could talk about how Seattle blew a Super Bowl against New England by
That's the
throwing
big
the ball.
one. That's the big one. That's the biggest
story.
one.
So you're talking about bad plays in order to justify this Super Bowl. There's no revenge there. All those guys are long gone and they're retired and they work at car dealerships now. All those guys are gone.
probably
Marshawn's
own car dealerships
Marshawn's
now.
over there in Vegas getting arrested. All this stuff. Like
He's the best.
game's changed. He is the best. I would take him on any team. But yeah, the storylines. This might be the first time. Okay, and maybe it's just me.
It's you.
I don't. Finally, you take a cue and you hit it, and you actually hit the timing. First time in 20,000 shows that you hit your comedic timing. Finally,
That was really
Ernest,
good.
Very nice. Good
Congratulations.
job. Okay, anyway.
He's been very frisky all
Yeah.
day.
and it's the first time maybe because I don't have a team I really despise, like an NFC East team, or maybe San Fran talks too much, or some of these other guys or whatever. Like it's Seattle. Like Seattle's been a non-player in my life in anything sports related forever. Like I'm not concerned with Seattle. Okay, you can have your Super Bowl. It doesn't bother me because you're all literally from here to Seattle is as far as you could get away from
That's
here.
correct.
I don't have to listen to the fans. Minus Craig Horn or whoever it is down there.
yeah.
Like there's one guy down there that roots for
There's,
Seattle.
Francis is a big Seattle fan too.
Like
in your
nobody
poker
does.
room, yeah.
And then we go New England. Okay, now New England. We're already used to the beatdown from New England because we've been hearing it for the past 2 decades.
Speak for yourself.
Right, and I already got my. We already got the best.
I got-
in New England.
I got
Okay,
two.
So you and
I
are
got
set.
two.
Right. So we're all set. So yeah. So the storyline. I don't have a big passion. I'm looking like maybe I'll do football squares. I don't know what to do with myself.
And that's what I'll agree with you too.
Yeah.
Especially if you look at these teams individually, they're really not that interesting. Like there's cool stories like
just
Vrabel.
said that.
Vrabel's return to the team, but outside of that, there's nothing to really grab on. Like
just
okay,
said that.
You know,
I literally just
like,
said
no,
that.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying too, also like
know.
you have people trying to manufacture hate the Patriots again. Like, of course, obviously, if you're a Dolphin fan, you hate the Patriots for obvious reasons. But this isn't the same Patriots of yesteryear. Like this is actually a very likable team. Drake May, very likable. Mike Vrabel, extremely likable, of course. So and Seattle too. Like really hates Seattle. Really, I mean, what are we doing here? Like Legion of Boom was a little polarizing.
This is like Groundhog Day right now.
The last time I hated Seattle was when Sean Kemp and the Supersonics were playing the Bulls in the finals, and this was back in like the 90s.
Like 96, yeah.
You could
that
just
was a long time ago.
Next time after I speak, just be like, yeah, what he said. You could do that. You just like what he said because you did that.
Yeah, the revenge game is the big deal. That's the only
it's a must-win. It's a must-win for Seattle.
Not there.
That's the only storyline I'm seeing.
And not only that, there's really no legacy things here either for players. Because, like, Sam Darnold's a journeyman. Drake May's a second-year quarterback. Like, there's nothing really – like, even on that angle, Seattle, it's like to stamp on.
Seattle gets down to the 1, right? And they're down there. It's the end
Don't
of the game,
that.
right? Do you play the odds? Okay, now you know, because we've been talking about for 10 years – they got to run the ball here now. Do we really get in our heads and be like, let's throw it here? Do we do that?
No, Mike McDonald was another
moron.
Unlike Pete Carroll, Mike McDonald's not a moron.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that I see about it is both of the teams win the regular season were 14-3, which is two of the best teams in the league. I mean that's nice to see. Yeah. But a lot of people are talking about the Patriots and their schedule. They had such a weak schedule. I like the Patriots in this.
And there's something to that.
There is.
At the same time, let's say they win the Super Bowl this in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Nobody remembers that.
In 30 years, no one gives a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the people from New England.
But, and again, no one gives a damn. The rings still fit.
Yep. Shout out to Hal.
The best part of the Super Bowl is when see, that's not the Super Bowl. Anyway, the best part of Super Bowl is like the other team that like somebody has to lose, and I've been on that side of it, and it's crippling. I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for a fan base. Like, but there's not really a fan base local. It would be nice if there was a local fan base and someone I really didn't like, but we don't have that. So, I don't know who I'm going to root for.
The Pats,
against.
I guess, kind of sort of qualifies this because of the era. And
I don't don't care.
Well, you don't care.
No
Hal's talking about the Saturday Black Chip Bounty Tournament. That's a big tournament coming up, and Hal also thinks we should take the Patriots. I do like the Patriots
value,
right
sure.
now.
For the value,
plus 185.
But, I mean, look at the trends. Like, I picked Seattle over the Rams because of the trends, and same thing with this one. The trends are right now, Seattle's playing their best football right now in the last month and a half. The Pats have gotten here, but it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you take the trends.
Okay, now let's talk about the games from last weekend, including the NFC Championship, where the Seattle Seahawks defeated the Rams in a thrilling 31-27 game. What did we see? We saw a lot of passing yards from Stafford and from Darnold. They both had good games. What did we think of that NFC Championship?
I think we got to the point where now I texted you guys after the game. Like, we are now in the we trust Sam Darnold portion of this program. Like, everything that was lined up like last year. It lined up the same exact way, new team. You get the number 1 seed, winning on the road in Week 18. Against your biggest rival. You do that. You win playoff games. You do that. And not only that, it wasn't that Sam Darnold just didn't make any mistakes. Sam Darnold won this game for the Seahawks this week. He played phenomenal. He had 345 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks. By the way, how the hell is Njigba always open?
Yeah.
Always open.
That's a good question.
I mean, one day someone will cover those guys. But seriously, Sam Darnold to me grew up. He grew up, and now you look at him as I'm not saying he's a league quarterback, but he's definitely one of the better top 10 to 12 quarterbacks in the league. Now you look at, okay, we trust that guy. He has a 2-year sample now of success, and now he's a Super Bowl quarterback. He may be a Super Bowl champion by the time this process is over. So that's why I saw that. Like, another takeaway for me too, also with the Rams. I can feel bad because I love Matt Stafford, man, and that dude's a gamer. That dude's just a gamer. I really, really hope he doesn't retire. I know there's rumors swirling about that, possibly retiring. He's probably year to year at this point. But, God, right now he's the top 3 quarterback in the league. Why would you retire?
Yeah, these got to hurt. As he had last year, and they made a run, and they felt confident. And then this year they made a run, and they felt confident. And, the game, Stafford, I'm still taking Stafford over everybody but maybe 1 or 2 quarterbacks in the NFL. You would want him out on the field. And I don't know if he's going to come back for another one. He already has one. So, what's the motivation behind it? Do you really try to squeeze out one more this late in your career?
Plural.
All right. And you're sold on Darnold. You got to get across the finish line. You could have these great games and these runs or whatever. You got to get across I trust the guy. Once they get across the finish line, be like, okay, that guy can win it all. That guy is good enough to win it all.
Yeah.
And there's only how many quarterbacks that were that good? 50 maybe because of repeat guys.
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
Montana,
so repeat guys. And
Eli too also.
Eli, maybe Tom Brady, who had like a 10% of them,
pretty good.
12-15%.
Eli beat him twice for the record.
Yeah. So you have these guys who get across the finish line. You're like, okay, that guy can handle the pressure and can get it done. I'm not there on either quarterback right now, and in my opinion, that's a story. But if I had Stafford, I'm still picking Stafford against anybody.
Oh, without question.
Yeah.
For sure.
Without question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what Matt Stafford has in mind for this offseason. And now we're going to talk about the AFC Championship, where the Patriots outlasted the Broncos 10-7 in wintry conditions. What did we see from this game? Are you impressed at all by the Patriots?
It's a tale of two halves, really. The first half was a clean, no snow on the field, and you think, okay, maybe let's get some points on the board at some point. And then the snow came down, and both teams are virtually paralyzed, really. I kind of enjoyed this game for different reasons, though, just because of the suspense of it all. But at the end of the day, then it was like, okay, no one moved the ball anymore. Jarrett Stidham was basically, did nothing. He was nothing in the second half. To me, the takeaway is this game came down to one mistake. Was the mistake in the second quarter where Stidham fumbled the ball, and he took the little pass he does, and then he fumbled the ball, and they gave the Patriots the ball, and they challenged the play, and they scored on short field. If that doesn't happen, the Broncos might win this game because, the Denver defense did its job and then some this week. They did everything. They had the smallest margin of error, and they met that error. They met that, and other than that one spot, but it wasn't their fault. So
you want to add that? I mean, clearly the Broncos defense, they did their job too. 10 points. You're supposed to win that game. You're supposed to win a game. The Broncos.
Here's my question. Here's my question to you real quick though.
Yeah.
Because the game, I won't say turn on this point though, but it may have actually played a
You're
part in why they lost. 4th and 1.
Yeah.
They're up 7-0. They're on the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Do you go for it there?
No, you just. I think the momentum. There's a thing about momentum in two scores. There's a big thing in two scores. Two scores starts to touch on the mental of the game. You're like, okay, now we need two scores, and then things change a little bit. You can play defense different. You can play offense. You can play things differently. You have room for error when you're up 2 scores. When you're up 1 score, you don't have that. And in my opinion, this is what I've learned, that aggression in any contest or any game tends to have positive results. So football, that's where they started trending, going for all these things, 4th downs or whatever. But there's also something to said for momentum. When you have a guy in the ropes, you don't need to throw another haymaker in order to, if you're still hitting them with jabs in the face, eventually they get worn down and they get demoralized, and they had them wide open. So go ahead, keep throwing the jabs, and eventually you're just going to finish them off.
I think Sean Payton's point was he was trying to stack as much as he could early, knowing whether it was coming in the third quarter, to where it makes it impossible for him to come back. I agree with the 2-score thing though, but 2 scores, field goal, touchdown versus 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. Maybe a little different, I guess.
Well, no. Well, how about this? Where's the guy watching the weather? Where's the guy that's saying, okay, here's what. 2 scores is a big deal in this game, that it might only take this many points to win this game. Let's go ahead and take the points.
Okay.
When you're in position in these bad weather games to take points, you should probably take points, because it started to decline. It declined fast, and then the scoring was just shut off. How about this? If you're looking back and you said, I would take those 3 points now, that means you should have did it.
I agree. And honestly, in real time, I was like, go for the first down. But now in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, you probably
just because of the weather and what was going to happen in the second half. Yeah.
Okay, so the big game is set. It's all going to be on February 8th, 6:30. We have a halftime show from Bad Bunny. That is just going to be all over the news within the last couple of weeks. I don't mind Bad Bunny. I think he's.
It's not my cup of tea necessarily, but I'm looking forward to watching it.
I like some of his songs. He was a hell of a wrestler too when he wrestled with WWE.
Did he?
Better wrestler. Yeah, he crushed it a couple years ago.
Yeah,
he did. Yes, he did.
Was awesome.
Really?
Damon Priest crushed it, the backlash, in Puerto Rico too.
Does he lip sync too, or just wrestle fake? Like, because wrestling's fake. Does he sing for real?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably not.
You wouldn't call that singing.
Yeah, everybody needs to calm down. Like they're going to go ahead. They're going to have this music, and next year maybe to be Zach Brown Band or somebody that doesn't annoy you.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah,
because
I'd be cool.
Look,
yeah, give me Martin.
I'm getting a little tired of the same, pop. And look, I love pop. I love, whatever, hip hop.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing every year now. It's the same acts.
Yeah, give me Martin Garrix or Zed next year.
I don't know about that.
We are getting Green Day though.
What?
We are getting Green Day.
Pre-game.
Pre-game. So,
and the national
that's
anthem.
the counter. The American Idiot will counter the other. It's a big struggle.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And Charlie Puth is going to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Charlie Puth. He
does
a
the song.
artist. He's really good.
Yeah, see, exactly.
No, I know the song.
No, you might as well have me
He's got
sing
a
the
lot
national
of songs.
He's like, he has a song.
I forgot the name of the song. I'm brain dead right now.
Yeah. Like, where's the Lady Gaga singing?
He's not going to be as good as Chris Stapleton.
She might never sing it again.
Zach sang it last week at one of the championship games in Seattle. He's a great country singer.
The song Attention's really good.
What's the
Attention?
The most important thing is, what is the? Do we have the over/under on how long for that guy? Did anybody do any work on that?
The average every is like 2 minutes and like 10 seconds.
Are we going
right?
to do a segment on that next week?
Yeah, prop bets? I hope so. Prop bets, yeah.
No, we're 100% going to talk
We
about that.
We did last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Prop bets?
So that's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun game, and again, that's on the 8th. Now let's talk about other news in the NFL. This news kind of broke overnight, and it's talking a lot about Bill Belichick, the 8-time Super Bowl winning coach. He had 6, obviously, as a head coach, and 2 others too. And then he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, and a lot of people are speculating on why. Why, guys?
It's hate. It's literally being butthurt of whatever team or whatever happened. Like, it doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Did you ever look at the list? The list of people who vote for that thing, I don't even know who they are.
Half of them morons.
Like literally, for him to miss that thing is the biggest stick in the eye that I think it's the worst vote of all time.
We know why he didn't get in first ballot. Look,
no, we don't.
He's going to get in. He's going to get in. He's going to get in.
Why did
because of all the controversy.
Earnest.
Because all the controversy, Spygate, Deflategate. So they use that against him. He'll well get in. It's like T.O. T.O. was first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
They didn't get in, though, first ballot because of all the antics he did.
Yeah.
So it's all personal BS.
Yeah.
They're using against him. It's not right. I mean, that's why that's why, honestly. But Bill Belichick was a Hall of Famer.
Okay, let's say this.
20 years ago.
Let's say this. Let's say what's the word where you take it away and we won't count. We'll vacate those championships, right? So we'll vacate anyone where anybody feels he did anything wrong. There's a couple of them, right?
Right.
So now you're down to 5.
Wow. That's
so
pretty
now
good
what,
still.
Ernest? So we'll vacate all those wins. We'll take them all off the table, all that. So he won 30 less games and 2 less Super Bowls, and you're not going to vote him in because he has 5?
I think it's BS. And there's a rumor that Bill Polian was one of the people that
I heard that.
And I love Bill Polian historically, but that's a bad look.
We got to get. We'll get Bill.
He's not the same moron that said Lamar Jackson should be running back or receiver. So what we doing
I saw this guy stare through me, and I wasn't even being coached by him, and I felt like I was benched when I talked to him just the one time in my life.
You earned that,
and he
buddy.
benched me without even really doing anything. Like this guy is. I don't know if there's a better coach. My favorite clip of him all time is a rookie scores a touchdown. Yeah. And he comes over to the sideline. He has the football. And Bill's there, and he takes a football, and he hands it to Bill. And he goes to hand it to Bill, and Bill looks at him. And then the assistant coach comes over and takes the ball, and Bill looks at him like, what are you doing right now? Why are you handing me this football in the game? Get out of my face. Yeah. And that's the same look I got by just saying hi to him.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Bill can do things. Next-level coaches can do a lot of things without saying a word, and that's Bill Belichick. Like, it makes zero sense. I literally have him in the top 2 all-time coaches of any sport ever.
Yeah.
His work with the Giants alone as defensive coordinator gets him in.
Yeah.
Without even including the Patriot stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So
he's
ridiculous.
He's a
Well, I
genius.
heard an interesting take from a guy who used to do sports with Channel 5, Jason Pugh. He said, his relationship with reporters and people in TV, was so bad for so long that these are some of the people that are casting those votes for him.
You know what I say to that? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Do your job.
No, I agree.
That's what Belichick's thing.
Yeah,
do your job.
excuse.
So
You should don't vote then. You should have a vote then. Period.
Let's
Exactly.
do. So it's okay. I can feel this. Okay, so say I retire in X amount of years, right?
Okay,
All right,
please.
So I'm a clear first ballot Hall of Fame card room director.
What?
Clear first ballot. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm clear. I got
you on the Wall of
25
Fame.
years. All these statistics. I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. But what's going to happen is, because I'm a little bit polarizing and people always don't like my takes or the way I do things. And,
You don't say.
Most stuff.
I do say. I say it. I'm saying it right now. Okay. I don't get in, and me and you, Bill, we're the same. We're the same guy. The haters are going to hate.
No, you're a little
and
nicer than
everybody
Bill,
hates.
though.
Everybody
You're nicer
hates
than Bill.
greatness, and everybody hates like outside the box. And he does things a little bit, and he doesn't talk to reporters, and he has too much to say, and he takes these weird stances or whatever. You know what? We don't care, Bill. You and me, we're champions in our own eyes.
What is it with these Hall of Fame voters in not just in football, but certainly in baseball? It's the same problem too. Also,
I told you.
butt hurting their
Same
feelings. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, if you can't do your job properly, then why are you even doing what you're doing?
I'm the biggest hater of anybody in the whole world.
This is
Like
true.
I get on these trains for hate,
Yeah.
and Bill was on my
hate
list.
train.
But when it's done, at some point you got to actually be reasonable. Like, okay, this guy was a good coach. You have to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be on a hate train all you want, but you got to just know when somebody's
Get off the
amazing.
train. This train has left the station.
Exactly. Get on the positivity train like we are on this show. Now we're going to talk about NFL head coaches because there's been a lot of movement just in the last week since we talked. Just recently, as of yesterday, the Buffalo Bills have promoted their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady, to head coach.
Okay, can we start there quick?
We're going to start with there. And this is, okay, I found out I have my Bills insider is my daughter, Haley.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm here and I'm busy and I'm doing all these things, and I get the text. Bills really promoted Joe Brady to head coach. 8-9 season incoming, she says, and I respond, no, they didn't. I said, holy hell. I guess I could say that on here.
Heck.
So she throws out there, they did, bro. I'm her dad, and this is, I'm cool, dad. She's like, they did, bro, and she says, what are they doing? I told her this, and I try to, you always try to give your kids life lessons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's life lessons to be taken in this. And then there's also ownership lessons, general manager lessons, NFL lessons, and sports fan lessons.
Tell them, bro.
I can't remember, brah, the last time somebody you have a head coach, and he's working with somebody, and they're working together for years, and they don't get over the hump. And then they okay, let's take this guy, his other guy, his right-hand guy, and then we'll get rid of the head guy and then put his right-hand guy in there who does basically everything that he does and learn from him and follows those same patterns and probably uses the same coaching philosophies and say these things and put him as a head coach and try it again. It doesn't work. It does not work. So, maybe somebody out there can show me on paper where it worked. I've never seen it work. We have a classic example that just happened, that's happening in Dallas, and it's going to continue to happen. Mike McCarthy leaves Dallas, and then they move up the guy, and they have the same exact year that they had last year. Why do you expect anything different to ever happen in that? You're going to get rinse and repeat. Now you basically have McDermott 2.0 in there, version 1B of McDermott in Buffalo, and you're going to do the same stuff.
I'm more bothered with the fact that they told us when they fired McDermott that they needed structural changes.
That's great.
Okay?
That's
so
great.
What they do is they elevate the GM, who was part of building that roster,
no change there,
to an EVP.
Yep, no change.
Okay, you then elevate the offensive coordinator to head coach.
No change
so
there.
Just say McDermott wasn't the guy. Just say McDermott wasn't the guy and move on. I watched a presser with Pagula, the owner of the Bills. I'm like, this guy's an idiot. This guy's
that
an
guy's
idiot.
the best.
Wow.
He's literally sitting there, and did we? I don't think we talked about this. Yeah, he's sitting there. Okay, so Pat's out today on the IR today. So he's literally sitting there in a press conference and talking about a player who's on the active roster and how they shouldn't have drafted him, and they didn't want to draft him.
Keon Coleman, right?
Yeah, but the coaches said to draft him. Now we're not happy with it. Now we're stuck with the guy. He literally said that in a press conference. They'd be like, Pat, we want to go with the other guy. We got Noah. This is what we have. We're stuck with it, and we just deal with it. Could you imagine coming out and saying this stuff?
Idiot.
Now, does Pat think it sometimes? Maybe. Does the owner of Bills think it sometimes?
But there's decorum.
Maybe. But you don't say it. It's poor taste. That whole Bills thing. Free Josh Allen. I'm getting a shirt.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now.
Free
I'm gonna say it right now. Hot take now.
Yeah.
If the Bills don't improve, if they don't see any progress in 2 years, Josh Allen will request a trade.
How many years?
Yeah. I give him 2 years. Stop.
We only have so many years.
Too long.
There's only so many years.
In 2 years. 1 year?
Soon.
2
Much
years.
sooner.
Okay, Max. Yep. Free Josh Allen.
Free Josh Allen T-shirts coming.
I think Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen really has a general love for the city of Buffalo, so he'll give it a shot. Yeah. But I think after 2 years, if things are
what quarterbacks love? Quarterbacks love winning and paychecks. So wherever that is, that's where it's
wait, that's a paycheck.
And Disney actresses.
Yeah, they do.
God bless them.
They do.
Okay, now let's talk about another big story. We wish Pat was here. He's right now on the IR, and he'll be back hopefully next week. But let's talk about the big one. We know he had a lot to say about this. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Do you think he sat this one out? Like he's like
there's a possibility.
Like calling out. You know when you call out when you have a big report to give or something, you call out sick because it might be people might not want.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Shout out to the Steeler fans though that are watching. I mean, in Pittsburgh, and what the Steelers did was they shocked everybody.
What was Pat going to say, Mike?
I don't know what Pat was going to say. He, to be honest with you, I'd love to hear his take because they hired former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy.
We'll get his take next week. Tune in next week.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be must-see TV.
We'll get it whether it's live or recorded. We're going to get his take.
Must-see TV next week. We're going to get Pat's take.
I have a take. Go ahead.
I feel like everybody was shocked, and everybody was a lot of people upset about this choice.
And they probably should. Like, if the idea is to rebuild in the right way, why is Mike McCarthy your option? Like, find a young guy that You can develop as they've done for years. Like this is hiring McCarthy is bucking a trend for them. Like every guy they've gotten young, Cowher, Knoll, Tomlin, young, and they built for a long time.
Okay.
McCarthy won't probably be there more than 3-4 years. So I have like a conspiracy theory. I don't know if you want to hear that.
You what?
A conspiracy theory on all
Okay.
this. I think McCarthy coaches 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
And they bring Tomlin back.
That is
Because Tomlin's still on the contract.
We try to have a credible show.
That's my conspiracy theory.
This one's going to make news in Pittsburgh.
That's making Pittsburgh take this and run with it.
I got friends in Pittsburgh.
Idiot on the pick show.
Idiot.
That
Refer to him as
that
idiot,
one of the
please.
Roonies are on all the time thinks that Tomlin's going to come back in 2 years. Run that story, Pittsburgh.
That's
because it's the most obscene thing I've ever heard on any part of any media ever in my life. Thank you, Ernest.
I like it. I like it.
That's ridiculous.
I'm here to help.
So you get Pittsburgh. I'm speaking to you now. You get McCarthy, all right?
Pittsburgh.
McCarthy's that guy.
He is.
McCarthy's that guy. He's the coach who he carries himself like he's bigger than the game itself. Like McCarthy's like, I could do whatever I want, and I'm not wrong. Like he's almost, I don't want to use the word nonchalant, but he's a little bit cocky to the point where he's like low key cocky. I'm a little different. I'm like right in your face, and I say all. He's like, he's like the guy in the back. He's like, whatever, like I have this under control. I know everything. If you watch his demeanor, he carries himself like he has it under control. He doesn't say the wrong things or become abrasive or whatever. But at the same time, he doesn't really say anything. And his track record, other than a year in Green Bay, right?
He has a good record in Green Bay, but
right.
one title.
Okay, so you go to Dallas, and Dallas tried to do this 3 years ago, right? But like, got an idea, like, let's get McCarthy in here. Let's win some Super Bowls. Let's get this right. Look at what you're getting. Now you get McCarthy. Now Pittsburgh's like, I got an idea. Let's win a Super Bowl. Let's just get this thing right. So they bring McCarthy in after he just did this in Dallas and didn't work out. And he goes into Pittsburgh with arguably a way worse roster. So what are you getting? Okay, so the coach is the coach, right? And then you have the players. And the coach coaches the players. And then you have so much talent. And then you try to win a Super Bowl. And he couldn't in Dallas with very easily, arguably better roster than you're going to have in Pittsburgh in the next 3 years. What are your expectations for this thing? He's not a miracle maker. Now there might be some. That's where you go out on a limb and you get somebody aggressive and you get somebody who could do something with less. Vrabel's a classic example. He's coming through and it's like, okay, you find a coach and maybe somebody who could think outside the box and get creative with things to make a difference. It's not McCarthy. McCarthy's going to do very similar things up there, and you're going to have I think you're going to have the same situation that you had in Dallas the past few years.
Joe Brady would have fit probably better in Pittsburgh, not in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, McCarthy's a good coach. He's a very good coach, actually. He might actually be a borderline Hall of Famer, honestly, because he has stacked a lot of wins.
First ballot?
Not first ballot, definitely. But he has a Super Bowl title.
You watch.
He stacked a lot of wins in Green Bay. He won 12
Could you imagine that?
He won 12-5 3 years in a row with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So he has wins there. But it's
wait,
just that.
You went 12-5 3 years in a row?
Yeah.
All right, and you want this guy. Okay, you go 12-5 3 years in a row, and you do not make or win a Super Bowl.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, Dallas is the only team in the NFC who hasn't made the championship game in 20 years.
No, 30 years.
30 years?
30 years.
Yeah.
96.
So you go 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, and you can't get over the hump, and then this is your guy, and get me somebody else.
I think my biggest problem with this more than anything else is the timeline.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think McCarthy.
That was my job.
And the Steelers' timeline, where they're at roster-wise, fits. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think I have two takes on this.
Okay.
I feel like the Steelers, they only had 3 coaches in the history of the team.
Is that true?
They're going to sit there and make the best decision. I do
Cowher,
believe in the decisions that the Rooney family makes. Obviously, they've made decisions to have us here, thankfully. So that, and secondly, I wonder how long they've been looking at McCarthy, even when Tomlin was still a part of the team. Who knows that? And what is the over/under on the years that they're going to give?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to try to say that.
I put it 3 years.
Okay.
Tops.
All right, I'm going to
under
just because of the track record, I'm going to go over there unless McCarthy steps down. I don't think Pittsburgh will get rid of him.
No.
You're 3 years from even being a contender with that roster, I think. It's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah, it's just a timeline thing for me, man.
I think they give him 5 years. I'm going to go 5 years on the over-under for Mike McCarthy. Also, while we were having the show, we haven't talked about the Ravens. They did hire former Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter.
Yeah.
So,
good fit there.
Big decision division for them, and a lot of stuff going on. There's still 3 teams without coaches: the Cardinals, the Browns, and the Raiders.
Surprise!
Probably 3 of the worst options you had if you were a coach. So we'll see within the next couple of weeks what goes on.
Heard about the Browns now? Apparently, like the people turn down offers because I guess they don't want to be involved with the Cleveland situation.
I mean, Cleveland has a quarterback that's going to be on the All-Star team this year going to the
Pro
Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So.
They don't want to live in Cleveland.
No.
That's it.
Well,
I know a guy from Cleveland. He didn't like it either. He moved here.
Yeah, he's literally sitting next to us because Cleveland's not the best.
Yeah, well, that in the structure.
It doesn't
Jimmy
rock
Haslam's
like Drew Carey said, I guess.
Well, that and Jimmy Haslam's a terrible owner, too, on top of that. So there you go.
Yep. Let's talk about Hard Rock Bet. Let's talk about what they're doing because as of yesterday, they actually have a new offer. We were going around changing everything for our offer yesterday, and Hard Rock Bet has a brand new offer, and it's called Double Your Winnings.
What is this?
It went live yesterday.
Okay.
New members who sign up for the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook account
It's easy for you to say.
put a minimum deposit of $10.
Okay.
You get 10 100% profit boost tokens.
No.
A maximum of $50 bet per token.
I got in too early.
And if your wager wins,
Yeah.
the customer receives 100% of the profit boost winnings, and those tokens expire 7 days. You only get 1 token per bet. But that's a heck of an offer they got coming up right now.
I love that profit boost, though.
What's the name of it?
That is the new one is called Double Your Winnings.
Right.
You can get more information if you go to our website, pbkennelclub.com/Hard Rock Bet.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're marketing partners with Hard Rock Bet, and that's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Got to be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
They got other games on there now. You see it?
Yeah.
Have you played any?
What the
slots?
Oh, those are interesting.
Yeah,
those are
It's
fun.
good. They're fun.
You know, but watch out for those, obviously. But now let's talk about the NHL. We were hoping Pat was here. The Panthers are actually on a little hot streak. I'm not sure how close they are to the playoffs.
Somebody threw out the hot streak. 6
of the last 9 they've won.
What constitutes a hot streak? Can we define this, please?
The way they were playing.
66%. Can we get?
Yeah, the way they were playing, the 6 out of 9 wins
streak
is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to ask Pat if he actually
Do you win
thinks
titles
that
on that hot streak? Is that a title? Yeah, I guess you can.
So, right?
All you got to do if you're a team is
So
make the
right
playoffs.
now, as of this recording,
Okay.
they are number 9 in the conference, but only 2 points back of the Islanders.
That's tough.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of cannibalization going on right now in the NHL in general. If you asked me this two weeks ago, ask Panther fans, outside of Matt Fagan, of course,
We heard
they
it.
all said they're cooked.
No, Pat said it. Yeah.
Everybody said they're cooked.
Yeah.
And I said, hold on, Kachuk's back next week.
Okay.
See what happens now, and just slowly starting the game back. Because I think they were like 6 points behind at one point.
We can't. This is what's overlooked all the time, and we have the Super Bowl coming up, and we cannot forget the fact of variance in anything in life. Okay, there's variance, right? All right. So you're driving to work one day, and you run over a nail, you get a flat tire. That's just bad luck that day, and there's variance to that. You're going to drive the next X amount of days. I think you're going to get a flat tire this week, Mike, but you're going to drive the next amount of days.
I got one 2 weeks ago. Thanks.
Right, you're going to get another one.
Really?
So variance happens where random things happen. So hockey's kind of like that. If you have the better roster over time, you're going to win more because the bad things are going to happen less. And you and I know this, and that I know you're new in the poker world, but if you have a certain hand and you're supposed to win, you'll win your percentage. But then sometimes you'll be like, how did I lose that? And it'll happen 10 times in a row. And you'll be like, how did I lose that 10 times in a row? And that's just variance. So that's if you have the better roster and you're playing better, eventually it's going to pan itself out and you'll be able to straighten it out. Now, I touched on a Super Bowl, and I don't want to get you get one game and you have variance. Good luck with that. That's scary as heck. Like if you had one trip to work for everything, Mike, for your whole entire life paycheck, you get it all or nothing, and you drove here and you got a flat tire. That's bad luck.
Yeah, that is.
So that's a Super Bowl.
And again, the prior we said this before the year started.
Yeah.
We've been saying it during the season, and it still applies right now in the end of January. Their priority is just get in.
That's all they have to do.
Are we going to go down and watch some games now that they're picking up a little steam?
They still have the fan base, and
that fan base is awesome. I
told
told you that's a big party down there. I can get tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go as a show.
I'm in.
Me, you, and Earnest. But also, this is what Earnest has been chomping at the bit to talk about for
chomp, Ernie.
NBA. We're about halfway. We're actually past halfway through the season right now in the NBA.
Weird season.
I'm looking at the power rankings. I took power rankings from like all the different sites. So they have the Pistons.
Your own calculation. blended it?
They did.
Okay.
I did. So they have the Pistons as the top power rankings right now. They just leapfrogged OKC. Obviously, you have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have the best record in all of basketball at 38-10.
Yeah, Shy gets all those foul calls, but go ahead.
Then you have the Nuggets. You got the Spurs, Celtics, Rockets, Lakers, and Timberwolves.
Whoa.
What do you want about?
Where are the Knicks at?
The Knicks are not in the power rankings.
They're struggling,
right now.
buddy.
They're not in the top 8.
They're straightening out.
They're struggling.
The Knicks are 28-18 right now.
I think they won their last 2.
Yeah, and they beat the Kings and some other crappy team. Oh, the Nets. That's it.
So, Ernest, you are our NBA expert right now.
Yeah.
What is going on in basketball? Obviously, we have the Thunder with the best record. Then comes the Pistons, the Spurs, then the Nuggets, Rockets, and Celtics. Which ones are these teams are contenders and pretenders in the NBA Finals?
I think all of those teams you mentioned are contenders already, like the top team, Detroit. But the most impressive team in that bunch right now, in late January, is Denver, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Jokic isn't playing in a month. He's been out since late December, and they're still playing well without him. That's scary.
Oh, he hit us with, I don't know if you know,
that's
Jokic
scary.
Was out for the past month. He just
You don't pay attention to basketball, that's why. No, but Jokic being out, and they're still holding the fort down. Jamal Murray is having a great year this year. All the pieces are playing very well. They're going to be a problem. OKC's tailed off a little bit since the hot start. Now, obviously Jalen Williams missed more time. He missed the first, 19 games of the year. He came back. Then he's missing time again. They're going to be okay in the bigger picture, though, but that Western Conference is going to be nuts. When you get to the end of the year, OKC, San Antonio,
that's mine.
Denver. Obviously, you have Houston in the mix. I think Minnesota's sneaky, good. Which is weird to say sneaky because they've been to the last 2 conference finals last 2 years. So they're frisky at this point. Better frisky at this point. So there's a lot more activity in the West. In the East, it's really. So you have the Eastern Conference. Detroit has been phenomenal this year. Kate Cunningham is definitely MVP candidate, top 3, top 2, maybe even top 2. But then you look at New York, massive disappointment. Cleveland so far, disappointment. Boston is playing very good basketball. I said football 1 second. Without Jason Tatum, and there's rumors
about football too.
Yeah, they are.
And there's the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And there's
Maybe
rumors about
baseball,
and
too.
there's rumors
Maybe
about
hockey.
Yeah, exactly. And there's rumors now about Tatum coming back.
Boston's good at sports right now.
They really are.
Yeah.
And there's rumors about Tatum possibly coming back this year. So Jalen Brown, another guy, MVP candidate.
He is.
The East has been there's a lot more. I don't say chaos, but less. The only contender in the East I see, the Knicks are still contender because they have the best roster in that conference.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been a massive letdown so far.
Man,
this year.
you're piling. You're tough.
And I think Detroit can beat them in some game series.
You're tough.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you about the odds right now on Hard Rock Bet. I went on the app earlier.
Nice.
Right now, the Thunder to win the title is plus 115, but that's when you start getting after them. The next in line would be the Nuggets at plus 550, and then after that, you're making a lot of money. The Spurs are plus 1100, the Pistons, the Rockets, the Celtics, the Knicks, all plus 1750.
I'm on it. I'm on it right now. I'm getting down on that.
And that's for the title, right?
That's for the title, yeah.
I'm putting it in.
Yeah, the team I picked months ago to win it all, the Lakers, are right now plus 3,000.
Not happening.
I was on a streak of picking 4 champs in a row before I started whiffing. Yeah. I'm going to get back on that streak.
You were whiffing bad, too.
I whiffed a couple, but I'm going to get back on that thing.
Mike, we're in a world where Luka Doncic may never win a title.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any move they can make that's going to be better than San Antonio, better than OKC, better than Denver for the next 5 years. I don't see it.
Well, when you look at the MVP odds right now, Shai, of course, is the favorite at minus 425. And then you got Luka at plus 850. You got Cade at plus 1,100. That's
the
cool.
value there, too, also. And I said to my show last week, if the Pistons and the number 1 seed and the Thunder, even though they're playing good basketball, continue slipping a little bit, when they get to 20 losses this year, Cade might win it.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown plus 2250.
That's another one good one, too, also.
Ant is plus 5,000.
No shot.
And
he polarized himself horrendously yesterday. You just check your media. Check your social media.
No shot.
Yeah, and Tyrese Maxey is plus 7,500.
Good story there, too, also. Philadelphia. By the way, I wish Pat was here to talk about that. The Sixers actually –
Let's talk about
competitive.
Let's talk about Embiid's knees. Let's talk about that. The doctor's a miracle worker. He's getting up now.
So he can't move up. You obviously watch him on the court. He can't move, but he's been impactful enough from the win games. If he's healthy in April and May, that's another team you can watch because they have Edgecombe. They got Maxey. They got, obviously, Embiid. Paul George playing the basketball. They got a good roster. If Embiid can hold up, that's one of those sneaky, I say sneaky because
Frisky.
Because we didn't think they'd be this good. Frisky. But, yeah, Philly could be one of those teams that could crack the conference finals.
Yeah, one of the other things I wanted to talk to Earnest about, one of my all-time favorite players, they just retired the jersey of Derrick Rose in Chicago last weekend. A very emotional ceremony at the United Center. You know, that's one of those big what-if question marks. If he would have stayed healthy, I put him up there with other guys like the Grant Hills and those type, the Greg Odens. You can look at all of sports and pick your guys that if they would have stayed healthy, you know, where would we put them in the greatest ever conversation? What about you and Derrick Rose, Ernest?
Derrick Rose is definitely one of the top 2 or 3 winners all time. Mine's number 1 is Grant Hill. Because I'm the guy that said if Grant Hill was healthy in his career, he's a top 10 player all time. All time. Yeah, he's – and to think that the one thing that was stopping him from really, you know, winning a title was the Big 3 Heat.
Yeah.
You know, remember 2011, they went to the conference finals with Miami, lost in 5 because LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, what are you going to do? You know, and he was well on his way. He won MVP that year, and then the knees gave out, man. So, I mean, and even when he was playing a lesser role in New York and in Memphis, he was still playing the basketball.
He was.
So, again, to me, he's a Hall of Famer. To me, he's deserving of what he got here in Chicago, the retirement, you know, of course, being a Chicago guy as well. He's one of the biggest winners all the time, man. I would say him, Penny Hardaway, and Grant
Penny.
Hill.
I forgot about Penny.
And Grant Hill.
I look at guys, too, like Greg Oden that never really got a chance. A guy who comes here often, loves to bet the harness racing. Sam Bowie is another one.
Sam Bowie's another big one.
You know, so many of these players that couldn't play for a long time because of injuries.
And I don't wish injuries on anybody, but we do have to take it into account whether they're available to play the game or not at some point. And you know, you want greatness for these guys, and you hate to have all these. Maybe you have an MVP or you have a Hall of Fame for like players that could have been great, but they were injured. We should do that one time.
An injured Hall of Fame?
I'm going to put Joe Burrow's firmly in that camp, in my opinion. Joe Burrow is Hall of Fame injury guy. Like, when he played, he was great, but he can't stand the field. So you have a separate category. We should start that ourselves. We'll have, it is an excellent idea. This is what I do, great ideas. You have the all-time
sports.
Who was the guy? Yeah, you mentioned Odin, and then you had the guy for the Knicks for a while. What was his name?
Lar King?
No, the guy
was he Ewing era?
He played for after that he played for a while.
Allen Houston.
Anyway, so you have these guys and
Tracy
you have them,
McGrady,
you have them that are injured and they could win this. You put Joe Burrow in there and a couple other guys. Yeah, let's have that, and then they could have their own little pool where the people who don't play and they actually could have been great.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. Well,
I love that idea.
Once the football season's over and we have more time for other subjects, let's do
Hall
that.
Hall of Fame, like unavailable to play Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I love it.
IR Hall of Fame.
I love the intent there, but it sounds mean.
It is mean.
Well, coming from him, it's mean.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a realist. Joe Burrow might be the best all-time player who's unavailable. The best ever of any sport ever. Joe Burrow, give me another one.
You probably could have said Christian McCaffrey, except for this season when he did play a full season.
He came back. So now he comes out of that category and gets in the regular category with everybody else.
That series getting hurt again.
No, you have to. There's a couple things for it.
I said that.
You have to miss in order to qualify for this. You have to be good when you do play, but then you often have to miss extensive time.
Yeah.
So Joe Burrow firmly in his camp.
It's the best what if list.
What ifs?
The what if list is going to come to you within the next month on the show.
It.
Guaranteed. Now let's talk about our sports betting picks of the week. I threw together a little sports bet tonight for the Lakers and the Cavaliers. I got the Lakers winning. I got Mitchell over 32.5 points. I got the final score under 236, and that's plus 1,000 because I also got a 30% bonus profit boost on that. So $25 there is going to turn into $350. So that's not a like far-fetched bet. So go with that. And the future bets, Ernest hates it, but I like the Lakers to win it all. $25 gets you $775. And Luka for $25 for the MVP wins $237.50. Anything you guys have?
You want to waste money? Go right ahead.
Wow!
I mean,
well, that's how
they have no shot.
God, he's here realist now too. He's really mean.
Unless
also.
Wemby, Jokic, you name it, KD gets hurt in one swoop.
It happens.
I mean, they've been hurt at some point this year, but I'm gonna do a same game parlay here on the Heat Magic tonight. Heat -3 tonight over Orlando. The over at 229. The over on 20.5 points for Bam Adebayo, and then the over on 19.5 points for Desmond Bane. Bet 25, make $285.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 17 plus 1,700 for the Knicks to win it all. But I was gonna take this week off because I've really been hunkering down. So there's an opportunity here.
Hunkering down.
Hunkering down.
I like
it's a
it.
term, yeah. It's like
I like
Did
it.
you just make that up? That's cool.
No,
I know.
All right. So I'm hunkering down, and I'm in the lab, right? And I'm cooking up bets. So there's an opportunity here in the Super Bowl. Usually the quarterback wins the MVP of the Super Bowl, and happens repeatedly. I'm looking to find somebody who's not the quarterback because I believe they're not going to win the MVP. So we're gonna cook up a few random guys that are going to win the MVP for long shots, and it's not going to be a quarterback. But I'll
like
get that
that.
to you.
I actually like, especially
Next
this
week.
game too. Also,
Yeah.
I think there's a very good chance that maybe that happens.
that's what I'm
like those guys. Oh,
like usually,
100%.
usually I do the work and then I say it, and then you're like, oh, I like that. Yeah, because I did all the work.
Who are the three guys right now, just off the top of your head, you look at as non-quarterbacks?
Jigba,
Obviously Jigba.
Diggs,
Yeah.
and K9.
Kenny Walker. What about Kenny Walker?
Kenny Walker, yeah.
Yeah, one of his running backs, Stevenson, maybe he can maybe back into it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. We'll talk
Okay.
about that next week on the show leading up to the big game. But let's talk about our January high hands that we got going on. We're going to have more in February, too. Obviously, the month is ending in a couple of days. But we got New Year, new wins with those January high hands. And we got some cool things coming up for February, too, with the high hands. And it's every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight. The big drawing is going to be on the 31st this month. So it's going to be really cool. That's our January high hands, and watch out for those February high hands coming up starting on Sunday. Also coming up, we got the big game party. We've talked about that. It's the best party in town. February 8th, bucket of beer free with $25 or more bet place day of at PBKC with the Hard Rock Bet app. There's no better place in town to watch the big game. Now that we know the teams, come out here, whether you have a dog in the fight or not, come out here and watch the Super Bowl, and that is February 8th. The door is going to open at 5 o'clock. Come on in and enjoy that all-you-can-eat $45 buffet. It's the big game party, and we got some paddock shows coming up. Of course, we have Alter Eagles. We only have a handful of tickets for that left. That is selling out quick. Chris McDonald's back. Yeah. We're going to be out riding fences that night. But then February 14th is Chris McDonald coming back.
There's probably nothing left for that. Is there anything left?
Sure.
Very few for Chris
now.
McDonald because that's Valentine's Day. That's a an all-in-one ticket because especially if you've forgotten about Valentine's Day or you just want the easiest thing. It's February 14th. It's a Saturday night. Buy the tickets. It's dinner and a show. You're going to get to see an amazing show from Chris McDonald, who's one of the best, and you're going to get an amazing dinner too.
Lonesome tonight?
And that's not how he sounds, I promise you.
Yeah.
And then we're going on to February 20th. That is a ticket
ELO.
to the moon.
Go ahead,
ELO
sing one of
tribute.
those, Ernest.
Do you know what that stands for? ELO?
Electric Light Orchestra, Ernest.
Very good.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys
I'm
know.
proud of you, man.
Don't come at me.
Music, man.
Don't come at me.
Music, baby. Come on. This is my wheelhouse now.
Now, Mr. Blue Sky and all the hits are going to be sung on February 20th, the ELO tribute. And that's all for dinner and a show. For more information, go to pbkennelclub.com and buy those tickets. What are we looking forward to this weekend, Noah? Or this week?
So it's a lot of work. All this stuff that we do with sport, the hours that we put into this thing for all this for this entertainment, and it wears on you. All right, so the Super Bowl is. There's a break in between the championship game and the Super Bowl, so this is essentially my one bye week of the year.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm going to take a step back.
You don't take any other weeks off.
The weather's great. I'm cleaning my garage. I'm going to just. It's almost like a reset. Sometimes when you're tasked with carrying this level of greatness and your mind's always on sports and coming up with these things. Yeah, you have to take a step back. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back and remove myself from sports just for the day on Sunday. I'm gonna putz around the garage, straighten things out, and then that'll give you all the best version of me coming back for the Super Bowl.
I can't wait to see a good version of you.
How do you take a break and then clean a garage? A break's
a break because it
doesn't make any sense.
I'm always cooking up all these things and coming up with these funny things.
It's not a break then, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not a break.
No, I need to take a break. My mind is so great and it works overtime that if I could go in the garage and just sweep something, then I could take a break from myself and all this. I carry a great
Noah
burden.
Carbone,
There's a great burden that I carry.
Listen, Noah, all you're doing is shifting priorities.
Yeah.
You're not taking a break.
Noah has the strongest neck I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hands
And biggest
down.
head, too. Well, no, second to me.
But, no, I think it's going to be a great weekend. What about you, Ernie?
Well, two things. Number one, we got breaking news.
What do you got?
The Browns got their coach.
Who is it?
Todd Monken is the new head coach of the Browns.
Who?
Former Ravens offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
So congrats, Jake, to you.
Good
new
move,
coach.
guys. You guys are headed to the Super Bowl. Yay.
And Madden 27, yes, sir. And it's Royal Rumble weekend.
Is it?
Yes.
I knew I needed to take a break this weekend. And I'm like,
It's on ESPN, too, so you can find it there.
Wait, how did it get to free? This great spectacle that you all believe is wrestling, now we're free on ESPN? How did this happen, Ernest? The demise of
the market.
of the
It's the
WWE
Look,
is
I am
upon
not
us.
a fan of that whatsoever, of the whole ESPN mix.
Is it a 2-day event again?
One event. One day.
That's my favorite.
It's in Saudi Arabia.
I love the Royal
Mine, too,
Rumble.
also. It's in Saudi Arabia,
Hands
too.
down
on top of
my
that.
favorite. event.
There's only one way to resurrect the whole WWE, and that's to bring back the greatest wrestler of all time, and I don't think it's going to happen this weekend.
Well, he's gone, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's part of the show. It could have been a scam. I don't know what's going on in your world of make-believe fighting.
Some people, well, it depends who
Make-believe.
I mean, that's polarizing. Some people will say that Austin, Rock, or Cena are the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Okay.
that.
Okay. So now that you want to bring it up, what can we expect? What is going to happen this WWE? What do you forecast?
Who's
here? What
winning
do
the
you see?
Rumble,
Yeah,
Ernest?
who wins it?
I'm going to say Braun Breaker.
Wow.
On the male
He
side.
doesn't even know who that is.
And then on the female Rumble,
I don't.
On the female Rumble, because
Can I get,
remember, there's two Rumbles now.
Superfly Snuka?
He's the
Can I have him?
You get the Junkyard
And
Dog.
no, in case they know, it's not just one Rumble. It's two Rumbles. It's the male and female.
Who's the OG? I need an OG who that could win the Rumble.
CM Punk, those guys.
Punk.
And can we bet on this?
But
Or
he's
no?
not in the Rumble, though, because he's
Can we bet on this or no?
What about Logan Paul? Is he in the Rumble?
Yes.
I want
Okay,
Logan Paul.
I'm taking Logan Paul.
Can we bet on this or no?
That's our guy.
Actually, I think you can, actually.
It's
I
on
can't believe you
some
could bet
different
on this
sites you
because
can bet
somebody
on
has
it.
written down who's going to win this thing, and you're telling me you could bet on this?
Yeah.
Somebody find out where I could bet on this, please.
Yeah.
It's already
there's sites.
determined, Ernest. They're practicing as
That's
we
why I
speak
hate
right
it.
now.
That's why I hate it, bro.
Forget this.
That's
nonsense.
why I hate it.
Yeah.
Boo's right.
Yeah.
I hate that stuff. And I love wrestling, but
Wrestle for real. Get in there and punch each other. Like I watched Patty in there, and his eye getting poked in the eye. What a great fight! We didn't talk enough about that. He gets poked in the eye or whatever, and then you're going to tell me to watch some guy lift somebody over his head and throw him down on a mat and pretend he's getting pinned. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm cleaning my garage.
I've never been a fan of mixing sports and sports entertainment as one thing.
Like
I had never
like
liked
wrestling and fake.
it. That's close to the movies.
Well, enjoy the weekend. Some people will be cleaning garages. Some people will be enjoying the Royal Rumble.
That's ridiculous.
And
What are you gonna be doing?
whatever you choose to do, we hope you have a great time, and we'll see you next week right here at 10 a.m. on PBKC Picks. Have a great week, everybody.
10 a.m. on the dot.
That's not the song.
PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock Restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today. The Big Game Party is back in the Paddock Restaurant on February 8th with a $45 all-you-can-eat buffet. Beer bucket specials with over 140 HD TVs and 3 huge screens. This is how the big game was meant to be. For more information, go to pbkennelclub.com.